Said I'll never make it. I heard these all talking with them. It's okay, it's okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Cousins Redskins going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards. Now Thompson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, a run with Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson taking it in. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. throwing now. Taylor on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, 8.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. It's complete right side to Benjamin. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week, we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in a Philly uniform, long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with LeGarrette Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing. And Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to play for his new team in Buffalo. Jimmy Garoppolo did not play with San Francisco. We'll find out when they both will get on the field. And how about the Saints and the Cardinals? Because remember, the Adrian Peterson trade, I think it benefited both teams.
Yeah, AP went over 100 yards. Kamara and Ingram, they've really settled in as well. 15 yards through the air and a first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They run it here with Thompson. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On the ground, it's Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they give this time to the tailback. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
And he's able to put it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Broken tackle. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Bills. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Taylor. Flush to his right. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. In the red zone this time. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And Hauschka's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down following the run.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll go again to McCoy. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
10th carry now for McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing is Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here to his running back. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 41-yard line.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now it's Tate. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this seems like a good time to make a quick pivot here and go back to Week 9 of the NFL because there were some pretty big milestones that were passed.
Can we start with a kicker? Because we're going
Adam Vinatieri.
Look, Adam Vinatieri to me is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, what he's accomplished here, now he's in sole possession, 2nd place in the league's all-time scoring list with 2,442 points. Needs 103 more, We're chased down the Hall of Famer, Morton Anderson.
And yet Eli go over 50K passing yards. Jameis over 10K, second youngest to do that. And then Larry Fitzgerald, what did he do?
Yeah, and the win against the 49ers moved into 6th place all-time in receiving yards, passing Hall of Famer Tim Brown. How about Larry Fitz?
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin, it's caught. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell McClain. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Ohio.
Play clock winding down. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Cousins. Caught right side, Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Reed. Cousins to his big target read, and the Redskins have a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they try the right side here. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now Cousins. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Taylor on first down. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell McClain in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. To throw on second down, Taylor. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.